Hello everyone, this is just a quick introduction video to Module 8. So Module 8 is the last module. It is the end of the semester. All we are doing in this module is reflecting on what you learned as well as reviewing the grammar that you've learned as well. So we are just doing 2 assignments plus the survey is also an option. And so we're finishing up the semester with something a little bit easier. So let me just walk you through what you'll be doing. You'll want to look over the review readings. These come from the chapters that you've looked at. They kind of go in order. So look through, make sure that you have a good understanding of all the punctuation and grammar issues that we've been looking at all semester. And before you take the quiz will pull questions from all of the quizzes that you've taken this semester. And so you want to make sure that you do a good review session before you start the quiz. Otherwise, you won't be able to get through all of the questions. It'll be a lot more difficult to do that. So just kind of keep in mind there are 30 questions. So that's going to take you a little while. You may want to sit down and prepare yourself. I've got a time limit of 60 minutes to complete, but you can take it more than once. So I just don't want it to time out on you. If you lose internet connection or something like that, I don't want you leaving it open forever, but you may have to take more than one attempt. If you're struggling through it, give yourself a good review session first. The other thing that you're going to do is write a final reflection essay. Now, this is a little bit different from the process essay. We spent a long time on planning it, doing a rough draft, doing a lot of edits to it. So although this is an essay, it's not intended to be as difficult as the process essay. You're going to spend as much time on it as the process essay. But I do want you to be showing me some of the things that you learned this semester. So, formatting into paragraphs, making sure you're using MLA format for how the document should look. Make sure that everything's in a logical order, that you're transitioning, and then somewhere in the introduction, I need you to have kind of a main idea of what you are reflecting on for the semester. So this is a very typical assignment in a composition class because in a writing class, because a lot of what we do is pulling things from yourself. So when you sit down to write, you work on your own skills throughout the semester. And so you may have improved on some things that I won't notice because I didn't know that was something that you had issues with to begin with. So that's kind of what we do the reflection for at the end, so that you can start really thinking about what did you accomplish this semester and what did you learn and what are things that you need to keep working on, because hopefully most of you will be taking Comp 1 after this class. So that's the purpose of this assignment. I don't grade it quite like I would an essay that we spent 3 modules on. So I'm really looking for content and readability. So I'm not going to go through and take off points for comma errors and things like that. As long as you are making an effort to write in a readable, grammatically correct way, then I wouldn't worry too much about losing a lot of points on that. The main thing that I look for is, did you answer the question? So you can kind of group them together. Most students kind of group the questions together and talk about what they learned in their biggest accomplishment, maybe in the same paragraph. Strengths and weaknesses might go in another paragraph, or least favorite writing assignment. So you get to kind of decide how you want to put that together. You only need 3 paragraphs total, so it's not quite a full-length essay, but I do want you to get a couple of paragraphs written so you can really think about what you've learned and how that's going to help you out in the future. So that's the purpose of this assignment. The last thing that you have is the end of course survey, which you can do again. It's the same as the midpoint survey. You can just go through and tell me what you thought of the class, and you get 5 points extra credit for doing that. So that's the end of the semester. Hopefully you guys are still with it and doing well. If you have questions, of course, make sure that you are sending me an email. Don't forget that you will need to return your textbook after the class is over with. You may want to keep it until you finish the quiz, the review quiz, and then after that point you can turn in your textbook. And then don't forget to take a look at the spring semester. Think about classes that you might want to take. Get yourself enrolled if you plan on staying at Allen, and make sure you send me an email if you have any questions.